Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The short hand, it's Roberts. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Toss to the outside. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now on the option. Now the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll set up to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hutchinson. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Turner. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Defense looks like they're coming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Find some fresh air. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Still on his feet.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
With the catch, it's Roberts. Lowers those pads. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Dozier. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10.
42, Spider. 4-2, go.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Cricket.
Looking to fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It'll be third and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bolden. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the 1st down at the 41.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pressure coming. Grab behind the line. It's Meyer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Goes to the option. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Hilltoppers will go for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Together here as they start from their own 21. Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Off play action on 1st down. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now the play fake. He's going up top. Makes a grab right down the middle. A lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, WKU.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you've got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Fires downfield. He's got an open man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Cricket. Under.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Extending the play. And the Hilltoppers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Mountaineers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So Don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Lost a throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gant. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. To the air on first down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On the move. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Right back to the well. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets it away from his own end zone. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wide receiver going in motion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Now 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance. You got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
All right, let's get it. Right. Train. All right.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15.
Ready. Set. Andy.
Looking to fire. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Finding open areas. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got a man, it's Gant. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Hilltoppers are flying down the field.
Get set.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The Hilltoppers line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go. Set.
The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Sends it back in motion. They just keep firing. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. So now they've been denied 3 straight times from the 2. Do you dare try it again?
Yes, you have to stay aggressive. All the points in today's college football, stay aggressive, keep the hammer down, try to get 6.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Black 14.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Right, let's get it.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, still looking. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
On the double.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.